There's been speculation for a while now about a Standard Range Plus Model Y possibly coming back into production, and I think it's really good that they're putting this back into production, but everyone's question is it ever going to happen, especially with demand as high as it already is with the performance and long range model out? Why would they go and bring a cheaper model out? But thanks to, I don't know if this guy's a hacker or what he is, or if it's even a guy. There's a Twitter user by the name Green the Only. I'll have it up on the screen here. But basically saying, analyzing 2022.8.2, there's a Texas-made Model Y SR Plus. So he said this car should be coming into the configuration soon. And basically the reason they stopped the Standard Range Plus, to my understanding, is Elon Musk said if the car doesn't have at least 250 miles of EPA rated range, it's not worth producing. At least for Tesla, it's not. For Mini, they're like, hey, if it has 100 miles, that's great. Now, obviously, nothing has been said by Tesla. So the other clue that's currently floating out there is on the EPA website, which lists a Model Y that has 279 miles of range, in addition to the 330-mile range of the long range and the 303-mile range of the performance. The other interesting thing on the EPA website is it says it's an all-wheel drive Model Y. So I would have thought that the Standard Range Model Y would be just coming with rear-wheel drive to reduce weight, to help with efficiency of the car, but that might not be the case. Maybe it will just be a smaller battery, could just be a different battery, could maybe be the LFP batteries. I'm not totally sure exactly what it's going to be, I'm just telling you what's out there. If I were to guess, it's going to be with the new single cast rear on the Model Ys. That should be 400 pounds lighter. They said that's going to make the car 10% lighter, so if the car is 4,400 pounds, it's about 400 pounds lighter. So it should be lighter, and then with the new 4680 cells, they're more efficient, can get more performance out of them, and they're also lighter. So if they can produce a car with this new chassis on it, along with these new batteries, I think the Standard Range could easily be a 300-mile car. I think the long range could easily be a 400-mile car. And I think the performance could fall right in between those two. The reason I think they won't do that is because that will cannibalize sales of the Model S and the Model X. So I think they'll always hold back the full potential of the Model 3 and the Model Y. That way the sales continue to increase of the higher end models. Which stinks in a way because like it's always been the goal to make these affordable electric vehicles. Right now the Model Y is a mid $60,000 car after taxes, and there's no federal incentives on them. I think in California there's like a $750 rebate. It varies state to state. There are some benefits to purchasing an electric vehicle, but a lot of time that's for companies like VW, Hyundai, Mercedes, whoever is, hasn't sold a ton of them yet. Now, in the past, I have driven a Standard Range Model Y. I'll have that video linked down in the description. What I liked about that vehicle is the steering was much lighter because it wasn't an all-wheel drive vehicle. Didn't have as good of a sound system as this. Basically, the difference is it didn't sound as full. It's still an excellent sound system. I think people make a big deal of, oh, I don't have the full sound system in the car. It's not fully immersive sound. It's close. It's like the bass isn't quite there. That's the difference that I've noticed. Now, the other question is the cost of the Standard Range Model Y. Where are they going to price that at? Originally, it was supposed to be a $41,000 car. I'm not sure that they can make it cost $41,000 right now. If I were to guess, it's going to be $3,000 to $5,000 higher than the Standard Range Model 3, putting it right around $50,000, which will be a significant savings over the long range Model Y, which is $62,990 right now. So the savings will still be significant, but it's still a $50,000 car. However, not having all the normal maintenance, very cheap to charge your car at home versus filling up at the pump. So there's all these various things that are happening. Now, before I tell you what I did the other day, code Gjeebs, 25% off at hydrosilex.com. They've been a sponsor of the channel for over a year now. Sold a ton of their product and all you guys love it. This is their ceramic waterless wash. I use it to clean up the pink exterior of my Tesla. It works incredibly well, leaves a sleek finish, and is safe to use. If there's like dust or whatever, bird poop on your car and you don't want to take it to the car wash, you can clean your entire exterior with this. Minus the wheels. Don't clean your wheels with this. The other thing I like to use by them is their ceramic glass cleaner. When you spray this on the windows of your car, you can use it on the interior and exterior. It's safe for tints as well. When it rains, you'll notice the rain just beads off of your car and they stay cleaner longer. Just give it a little gas and the water just beads off the windshield. So this is excellent, and also their interior cleaner is excellent on the white seats. So hydrosilex.com, code GJEEBSMARCH will save you 25%. If you're watching this in April, it's code gjeebsAPRIL will save you 25%. Thank you for using their code. So what I did the other day, I went to Costco Gas and I had to fill up my M2. And everyone's complaining, oh my God, you can't wait to charge your car, but you can wait in a Costco line. Okay, I timed it and I took a screenshot of the timer. Let's see here. Here, where is it? Where is it? Keep scrolling. There were 2 cars in the bay getting gas. Then there were 2 cars behind them, and then there was me, the 5th car. So after those 2 cars went out, these 2 cars in front of me went in, and then I filled up with gas. It took me 6 minutes and 13 seconds. That's how long all of that took. So 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Now, I have never had to supercharge my Tesla and it took 6 minutes and 13 seconds. It takes at least 10 minutes to get somewhat of a significant charge to get you to the next charger or wherever you're trying to go. So I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm not saying that supercharging is slow, but in comparison to filling your car up with gas, it is slower. And it takes, you know, on a 400-mile trip, it's generally an hour longer. So that's just something to note. So gas, yes, it is considerably more expensive. To fill this car up, it cost me maybe $6. So 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Let's say it has a 75 kilowatt hour battery. You do the math, it's about $6. So with electric vehicles and the range and all of that stuff, the key is to having a charging setup at home. If you have a charging setup at home, for the most part, you're never gonna have to go to a supercharger or any type of public charging. And it's really nice because you're not waiting in any lines ever at a gas station. That's why I think it's good to try to have 1 electric car, 1 gas car. If there are 2 cars in your family, that's my recommendation. But yeah, it just was surprisingly quicker than I had imagined. So that's it for this video. The standard range is coming back. I'm speculating on pricing. It's going to be around $50,000, around 280 miles of range, and it's probably going to be rear-wheel drive despite what the EPA website says. So is it worth waiting for? I don't know what to tell you on that. I don't know where prices are going to go with Tesla. I think they are eventually going to come back down a little bit. I think they're pretty high right now. I still think it's a great car, but it's not the great value that it used to be. It used to be like an absolute no-brainer in the mid-50s. For a car like this is a no-brainer, but once you're in the mid to high 60s and after taxes and everything going up to $70,000, brings in a lot more questions than other cars that you could get for significantly cheaper. So it's just something to consider. But I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Standard Range Plus Model Y. It is going to come back. Do you have any insight as to when? What's your guess on cost? Let me know down in the comments below. Please like the video. We're working our way up to 100,000 subscribers. I do this full time, so I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.